Antibodies are the major defense system of the immune response, which allows us to survive in a complicated world full of microbial pathogens. We think of antibodies as being protective. That's certainly the case. We know they can be pathogenic. They're the cause of autoimmune diseases like lupus and arthritis. And we also know that antibodies can suppress immune responses. How is all this possible? How does the antibody do all these diverse functions? It seems contradictory. My name is Jeff Ravetch, and this is the Laboratory of Molecular Genetics and Immunology. We study the back end of the antibody. That's been our approach to understand the diversification of antibody. We've understood things now that I think have surprised our colleagues and have led to new therapeutic approaches. Graduate students and postdocs are the engines that drive the research in the laboratory. The single most important quality, of course, is the ability to think independently, analyze a problem, and offer an approach to solve the problem. Technologies will change, fields evolve. The critical component has to be the ability to think critically and be the harshest critic of your own work, so that you understand what the limitations are and that you do the work to conquer those limitations. I have a great love of art, and whenever I travel for work, I look for the Caravaggios, and I rate cities by how many Caravaggios they have I like. And the one that's in my office now is called The Calling of St. Matthew. Caravaggio depicts it the moment before the action arrives. The person who gets up, by definition, becomes St. Matthew. So it's an invitation to follow, an invitation, as the painting is called, The Calling. And it resonated, not in the religious sense for me, but in that notion that science is a calling. And we're all exposed to science at some point in our lives, and some of us decide to follow the calling. And you can't necessarily predict who that's going to be. It just is an inner feeling you have that this is how you want to dedicate your life to the work.